Hello, and you join me actually on the way over to Blade Stratford. As you saw in my last video with wiring the DB killer in, I had to disconnect the battery, but when I connected the battery back up and went to set the time and date, as you can see, or you might not see because I've got the Polaroid filter on, I'm unable to set the time and date, and the screen is really laggy going through the menus. Now this did this once before, probably about 2 weeks after I had the bike. I went to scroll through the menus and it was really laggy, and I could get access to some of the menu, but like the date and time, it just wouldn't let me adjust. So anyway, what I did, I left it overnight. I played around with it, took the battery off, left it 15 minutes, left it a couple of hours, put it back together, still nothing. So I parked it up in the garage overnight, came to the bike the next day and it was working. So it's like an overnight shut the bike down, let it go to sleep sort of scenario. But this time it won't play. I've gave it a small shutdown, battery reset. I've left it overnight. Still no good. It's been like it for a couple of days. So, as you do with all the Google stuff, I've decided it has to come, or has to go to the dealer. Now I'm not booked in, so I'm really hoping they can just do a quick diagnostics. Read the DTCs if there are any, do a reset. From what I can make out, I believe, because the bike's running fine, there's no error codes, everything's fine, everything else, it's just the screen. So I'm sort of guessing there's an issue with the boot up on the screen. It's stuck in some kind of loop or whichever. So hopefully the lovely people at Blade Stratford will say, yes Robbie, bring it into the workshop, we'll plug it in and it can be fixed. I'm hoping. I did read, and I've done a load of reading and stuff, that there are some earlier 2022, 23, 24 model RSs where the TFT screens have thrown a wobble in and need replacing, but I've not read it on a 25. So here we are at Blade. Just hoping they'll be able to quickly pull a technician off whatever they're doing and plug it in, but maybe one of those cases where we need to book it in. And at the time of year, people want the bike servicing. Could be a while. Let's go see. So, the outcome is, I reckon the clocks or the TFT dash is packed up in some way. A little disappointing it wasn't a case. Oh, that was it. Plugged in and tried to reset the clocks, but the diagnostics wouldn't read the clocks. So it'd read the rest of the bike modules, it read all the other modules, but for some reason it just wouldn't talk to the clocks. To be continued. Well done. Just take your time.
Right, the clocks look normal. You see the date and time flashing and stuff. That happens when you disconnect the battery. So to reset that, you use this button here. But as you can see, nothing's happening. Press the mode, and it gives you the rider mode. So we'll swap that down to sport. That works quickly enough. Press it, it accepts it. The screen goes back. It's fine. Now I'll push the joystick button over again, go straight over to the menus, but it's not. So if you keep it pressed to one side, the menu comes up, and then That should be as easy as that, flicking through the menu settings, but you can see it's not doing it. So you're having to keep your thumb over there for it to go down, and then you press the joystick again to enter that mode, and it's not doing it. And to scroll down any of these, it's really, really slow. That should just be flicking straight down, you know, like I said, like that. It should be going straight through the menu settings. Come to date and time, again, you have to keep your finger or your thumb on it, highlights the time and date, obviously incorrect. And then you're just meant to press the joystick again to be able to access that. Currently, absolutely nothing's happening. Pressing it in, keep your thumb on there, it won't let you go into that mode. That's the same with most of the menu settings on this. All of those menu settings there, you can't get access to. Same with these side ones here. All of those ones you can't get access to. You can for the fuel, trip and lap time you can't get, fuel status. Also, what does work normally is your mode settings. So you can see there, I'm going through it quite swiftly, and it's normal, as it should be. So pick sport, press the button, you've seen it change over to there. There you go, back to its last screen. So what the dealership has said, he plugged it into the diagnostics, and what was happening, it could read everything else on the bike, but for whatever reason, it wouldn't read the clocks. They wouldn't communicate. So what he reckons, there's an issue with the clocks. So warranty claim gone in. It's currently Easter. Obviously, I'm going to have to wait. Let me turn that fuel pump off. They were initially concerned because I took the battery off and there's different connections on the battery. They were concerned, you know, what have you done around here? So I explained to it, everything's wired to the battery, nothing's wired to the bike's harness directly. So there's no issues there. Thought they might have an issue because of the exhaust, but nothing was said about that. Currently waiting on a new clock. They haven't experienced this on the 2025 Speed Triple RS, but they have experienced something similar on other bikes. 765, I think he said the Tiger. Now I don't know if these are 2025 bikes or not, or had a similar issue with the clocks. So it's not completely out of the blue, but this is a first on the 2025 and this particular issue. So hopefully just swapping the clocks over will work, but time will tell. I will keep you updated in a few days maybe.
A few moments later.
Good morning on this such a beautiful day, and we've had the phone call to say my Speed Triple RS is fixed. It wasn't the dash that was the issue. We're off to Blade. I'll tell you more when we get there. And believe it or not, the issue wasn't the screen whatsoever. It was the right hand switchgear. Believe that or not. This here was the issue, not this one that obviously has the little toggle on there that works with the screen, but this side talks to this side, which talks to that, and for whatever reason this is thrown a wobbly. So as you can see there, it's toggling through the menus. It's all good. So unfortunately the text can't come out and be filmed because it's a factory thing. They can't be on camera to show any issues, but it's fixed. Fantastic company. Adam on service, fantastic bloke. Go and talk to him. Also Rich, the technician, brilliant guy. Absolutely great place to be. Blade Stratford if you want a bike or need servicing on your Triumph and your Honda. Right, let's get back on the bike. Don't forget that variable valve that we fitted. That's it closed. That's got it open. You can listen to that. Let's go. Listen to that pipe. I love this. Loving it. After riding the 390 for so long, it's very weird. I say this about every time I jump on each bike. The powers to be at Triumph
So maybe the boffins at Triumph have seen this issue before. Yeah, maybe they've seen this before and tell the service techs what to perform first without just swapping the screen out. Oh mate, even with that little cowl you still get a hell of a lot of wind blast. Oh, I've got a mouthful of microphone fluff. Fucking arsehole. So my friends, thanks for stopping by and watching this. I kept everything all in one video because I didn't think there's any point in trying to last it out, you know, starting from the issue to ending the issue. Hopefully this whole video covers it. So if you happen to have an issue with your screen, potentially don't think it's your screen, it could be your switchgear. As always, thank you so much for stopping by. Again, thank you to all the subscribers, do appreciate that. Take care and ride safe.